It's cold out there. I think you can see it on my face. So, if this form were to stop existing tomorrow, this would be my message. Human life isn't meant to be easy. We go through happiness, love, joy, but also attachment, loss, health issues, envy, suffering, and so on. However, there is something more in this life. Something that precedes this human embodiment with all the fluctuation of good and bad, right and wrong. Something that is impenetrable, I would say. A space that is aware of everything and remains unchanged no matter what we go through. And when you access to this ever-present space, known as your higher self, the mundane turns into something wonderful. Because your mind brings up a sense of, I already know this. Which means it has a way of making the extraordinary seem ordinary. Don't forget this. We are nonetheless alive here on a planet that floats in the universe. When you think about this, that's crazy, isn't it? So, when we suddenly wake up to this awareness, consciousness, we enter this infinite dimension, one in which even your sense of you appear. When I refer to you, I'm talking about your sense of personhood. And when we deeply tune into our existence, we are able to see life as it truly is. We don't see a concept of life anymore. We perceive life from this unbounded openness, and it has a sense of wonder. And the most crucial thing is to show love to everyone and everything, even to those who are somehow unconscious, because they need love. They need love. And I recognize that it could be quite challenging to give love and peace to those who have somehow betrayed or harmed us. But you need to understand that they need love. Love should be the foundation of this world. I assure you that the power of love will heal up all your deepest wounds. And this is what everyone is looking for on earth. Love and unity, even unconsciously. Because when you wake up to your true nature, you recognize the oneness within everything. And this is not something that the mind can understand. This is beyond the mind. That's not a concept of love. That's beyond any concept, any idea that the mind can create. And love is within you, within everything. Love is the end of separation. I know that you believe, if you are not into, I would say, non-duality, or you are not, it's your first time watching a video about non-duality, you think that everything is, I would say, somehow separated. But that's an illusion. It's the mind that creates separation. But if you stop living from the perspective of ego mind, you can perceive the oneness. You can, I would say, can profoundly recognize the oneness within everything. And that's pure love. I swear that's love. In the trees, insects, animals, within everything. And the purpose of this video is love. And if you are on the path towards the truth, in reality you don't seek enlightenment, awakening. You don't seek that. You seek this oneness, this love with everything. And this is our fundamental nature. If you stop for an instant living from the perspective of ego, you can simply rest as love itself. I would suggest remaining calm in every situation, even the challenging ones. Simply remain calm, quiet, in silence, and observe. Don't believe everything your mind tells you, because your mind can stir up restlessness. But even then, something remains still. Something is here to perceive the restlessness of the mind. I'd like to talk about the meaning of life, the meaning of this. It has been a great debate among philosophers. So, why are we here on this floating planet? What is the meaning of all this? That's the question. There is only one purpose. Look within to find love. Find God. Recognize God as the essence of everything, including yourself. And then share it. Once you recognize God within yourself, you have to share it to help others in their path towards the truth. So there is only one goal here, is to awaken to what you are in essence. And you are already that. You are already that. Awakening can only take place here and now, without moving, doing, practicing, or seeking, without striving for anything. When a person lets go completely, even for an instant, awakening will naturally occur. But it's important to mention, to understand that the person doesn't awaken. It's simply a recognition of something that has always been with you. A formless presence. And when it happens, you will look back and wonder, how could I have missed out on this all along? How could I have missed out on this? That was this simple. This is something you must deeply understand. You are not a person experiencing the universe. You are the universe experiencing a person. And this recognition changes everything. I would also suggest to adopt wisdom, not by trying to be a holy person, but by being nobody. Because this is what we are. Deep down, we are nothing. If you dig into yourself, you can try it. You will come across nothing. This is, I would say, the complete unknown. We could say that God is unknown. There is a big, huge misconception about God. Most people believe that God is separate from us. That's a misconception. In other words, return to your essence as much as possible. Come back to God until you realize that everything, including yourself, is God. It's not a claim of I am God from the ego, but rather a recognition that you and God are not separate. You are one and the same with the boundless expanse of existence, where the divine essence is indistinguishable from your own being. And this last step, to merge with God, to merge with its essence that is already within you right now. It's a kind of big step because we are somehow conditioned by the fact that God is separate from us, that God is in the sky. But God is within everything. We could say that God shares its presence with everything and with you. So you can merge with its essence. So God is the source of everything. And once you recognize that, you recognize the oneness, you recognize the love, because true love is the end of separation. And again, I know I repeat myself, but the mind cannot understand that. And the truth is not made out of my words. Don't forget this. The truth is in the gap of silence between words. And don't forget again, this is more simple than you may think. It's simply that you are that silence, you are that. This beauty of silence, this sacredness of silence. It has always been with you. Always. And even if God is within everything, there is no separation, there is no duality with God and us. Sometimes I pray. I love having this kind of duality with God on a, I would say, human level. But even if I pray to God, I deeply know that God is here within myself, and God can do miracles. So you can ask Him everything. Please God, I want to merge with you. I want to stop creating separation with you. You can ask Him. And I swear, I assure you that you will merge with Him. And this is what I used to do. every single morning I had this mantra: I am one with God. I am one with God. This is a potent mantra. Until you merge with God, you recognize the oneness with Him. And when I use the word God, is the complete unknown, because our mind tries to define what God is, but we can't. God is beyond the mind, but we can feel the essence of God, because it's within ourselves. But every word that is added to God is completely false. So I couldn't say that God is this, God is that, God is here. No. When I say God is within everything, it's not my mind that tells you that. It's my higher self. It's a feeling. It's a deep knowing. It's our existence. And I wish you to recognize that. So I wish you a beautiful day. Much love, guys.